Assalamu alaikum, my dearest and nearest students, viewers, and all Cambridge oriented individuals. Welcome back on Karachians Academy. Today we are back with directed writing, and it is section 1 of paper 1. As you can see, directed writing section 1 of paper 1 writing is the integral section of this paper 1 writing, and it must be taken very seriously. Usually students think that directed writing can be done easily or quickly, which is a misconception and which needs to be corrected, which needs to be redressed. Directed writing is an integral part or section of paper 1 writing, and it must be done with utmost care and consideration. Directed writing section 1 is done between 200 and 300 words, and remember the time allotted to directed writing section 1 is half an hour. It means 30 minutes, and the maximum mark it is worth is 30. So directed writing is a very important section of paper 1 writing that must be dealt with expertise and competitiveness. Here, when we look at directed writing section 1, we must remember the three things: time allotment, half an hour. Half an hour is the standard time, 30 minutes, out of which 20 minutes must be spent doing the task, and the rest of the 10 minutes must be allocated for the revision or proofreading. So half an hour must be divided very technically. 30 minutes is the total time allotment, 20 minutes for the actual task work, and the last 10 minutes must be spent checking through for any mistakes in the work. Let's come to the task. The tasks in directed writing are very important to all of you, to all the students and Cambridge authorities. Those directed writing tasks are very clear. Some students are of the opinion that the tasks of directed writing section 1 are variable. They keep fluctuating, they keep varying. It is not so. It is a fallacy that directed writing tasks keep changing. It is not the right thing to believe in. It is not the genuine belief. Let me tell you, directed writing has 5 tasks set for students: formal letter, informal letter, report writing, magazine article writing, and last but not the least, speech writing. I repeat: formal letter, task 1; informal letter, task 2; report writing, task 3; magazine article writing, task 4; and speech writing, task 5. So these 5 tasks of directed writing are pre-decided, and there is no dichotomy, there is no fluctuation, there is no second opinion, or there is no reconsideration about them. Directed writing is always the compulsory section, and there is no choice. Out of 5 directed writing tasks, any one task is given. So today we have report writing to do. So remember, directed writing is section 1. Today we have report writing to do. The report is already given on the whiteboard and you can make it out. Write a report to the principal on your school hygiene that needs consideration. Include these points: in sanitation and neglect, dilapidated furniture, racist anomalies. Cover all points in detail, start your report to the principal and give your signature. So the candidate or the student doing this task as the compulsory task of directed writing must bear in mind that report writing is a formal document. Report is a formal document. We must adopt a document tone and we must employ the formal register, written English. This is very important because out of 30 marks, you can see for yourself, 30 marks, 15 marks are for task instructions, whereas the rest of the 15 marks are for language you use. So all dearest and nearest students and Cambridge oriented authorities that include teachers, coordinators and some management individuals, we must remember how to do the directed writing task. Directed writing task is a very important phase of composition writing. This is why I address all the students and Cambridge oriented people, Cambridge oriented authorities, because I am not giving a talk to the students only, but also I am talking to all those who are related to Cambridge English examination. They may be teachers, coordinators, examiners and some management staff. We must be very clear. Not only the students but also the academics must be clear about directed writing task. So report writing is a formal document and the mark 30 is divided equally between two heads, task instructions and language. Task instructions are adopting the right tone and employing the right English. Adopting the document tone because it is a document. It is a document, it is a draft, correspondence. You know, in the days of yore, even 40 years back or 30 years back in government offices, especially banks, post offices and other government departments, drafting was practiced and it was a written English system. It was practiced. Drafting system was very common to those departments, post office, banks and other publication houses, departments. So drafting was considered as the open platform of communication, and here different reports, different you can say documents like letters, business letters, invitations, invoices were practiced and they were composed according to the rules of grammar and standard English. So report writing belongs to drafting. So here we adopt the document tone and we employ formal register, which means written English. Let's come to the task itself. The task has 3 content points and the task is very clear about school hygiene. It means the school hygiene needs consideration, change, review. In sanitation and neglect, it means the school hygiene is not good enough. Neglect, it is the victim of what? Overlook. The victim of explicit overlook. So this must be addressed in the first paragraph. Then we have dilapidated furniture, broken, old furniture, worn furniture. We must address this second content point in the second paragraph. Rhesus anomalies. Rhesus, it means break. Rhesus. Here, usually it is noticed that students are free to practice their usual activities, and they're allowed to do their uh, routine tasks. They intermingle with their fellows. They also play around. They have some activities. They play games. They have snacks. So recess is a complete slot for students when they are free. So recess is the whole slot, and it must be addressed very carefully and technically. So rhesus anomalies. Anomalies means irregularities. Cover all points in detail. Start your report to the principal and give your signature. We start report the same way. We will use the same salutation pattern as given in the report. We will not introduce anything extraneous. We will never use. Usually students are in the habit of starting their reports in their own way. They hardly ever consider the given rubric. This is called rubric. So it must be kept in mind, and we must start report with the same salutation as given in the task. To the principal. Here students can also use headings or subheadings. To the principal, this is salutation or greeting. Now the first content point is insanitation and neglect. The first content point is itself an opener. So we must open the report in the best possible way. We must not worry about typical sentences or some usual common opening phrases. I want to say that this is very bad in our school. I'm the student of this class and I've noticed this. It's all obsolete. It's all obsolete and outdated. Let's break with this convention. We must break with all those conventions of typical sentences and opening phrases. We must use the first content point as the opener. And you must know the opener has an important role to play, such as the opener in the cricket match. So we are going to expand on this first content point. It is common knowledge that it is common knowledge is the best sentence to start your report, to open your report, because it addresses your audience, it addresses your reader, and it lets the reader know that something going to be discussed, something in question is very obvious, So it is common knowledge. It means everyone knows this. It is common knowledge that our school hygiene needs to be redressed, 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 and re-established. For everyone's benefit. Your first content point has been introduced into the report, and it has just taken a second to start the report. Actually, students feel that they are going to perform some brain surgery, or they are going to play some cricket match. No, it's a very important but very easy thing. Report writing is an important task. Directory writing itself is an important section. I have told you many times. Just because it is an important section, it does not mean it is difficult to. No, not at all. It's a very easy task to do. It's a real cinch. It's a child's play. It's not a brain surgery. It's not a rocket science. So we can flesh out the first content point into a single, large, precise sentence. It is common knowledge that our school hygiene needs to be redressed and re-established for everyone's benefit. Then give examples. It is a topic sentence. Opening sentence is also called the topic sentence. It opens the topic. It introduces the topic. It starts the topic. It presents the topic. Topic sentence must be followed by the supporting sentence. The supporting sentence is very important to support the topic sentence. This is why it is called supporting sentence. So here we are going to add the supporting sentence. How is school hygiene in danger? Let's see. Most classrooms library and other rooms have been awaiting thorough 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 cleaning and thorough cleaning and attention. Even even the play area and foyer FOYER have not long been seen to on the part of our domestic staff. The first paragraph is here on the board, and we have fleshed out the first content point very well. It means it is common knowledge that our school hygiene needs to be redressed and re-established for everyone's benefit. Both classrooms, library and other rooms have been awaiting thorough cleaning and attention. Even the play area and foyer have not long been seen to on the part of our domestic staff. The sentence structure must be very clear and correct. The tense must be taken into consideration. So this is the part of the first paragraph. Report writing has started and it does not need any kind of deliberation, any kind of uh, further thought, any kind of predicament. It does not need any kind of learning difficulty. It does not present any kind of learning difficulty instead. Why? Because it is very clear. When things are clear, when your mind is clear, the things, I mean your tasks are automatically clear. So it does not need any sort of deliberation, any sort of consideration, any sort of rethinking. You can go and go and go on. The show must go on. So this is the first content point. Second content point is dilapidated furniture. It will also be dealt with very well, and definitely you can start the second paragraph and you can address this point in the second paragraph. Then rhesus anomalies, you will discuss your break time, you will discuss your rhesus, and you will discuss your rhesus time in detail, and you will analyze all the activities of students at break. When you discuss your break time, when you discuss your recess time, you must be careful with the common activities, you must be careful with the common practices students usually have at break. Do not discuss anything out of the way. Your task is very easy, but you should also be easy. You should also be comfortable. Most of the times, students are seen rethinking, taking time, or scratching their head, looking around, wrinkling their nose, raising their eyebrow, hovering over the question paper and the answer script. These things only happen when we have a cluttered mind. So you must have a very clear mind. So all these 3 points will be addressed in separate paragraphs very clearly, but connectedly. All these 3 points must be interconnected, like the beads in a string. All the beads in a string are well connected and they are stitched together. The same way, your content points in your report must be pieced together, stitched together to sound as a connected whole. So here the 3 content points in sanitation and neglect, dilapidated furniture, rhesus anomalies can be covered very easily, provided that you use complete grammatical sentences and correct topic vocabulary. Topic vocabulary is very important. You will avoid using any contractions. You will avoid using any substandard English. You will avoid employing any sort of spoken English. These are the 3 points. Number 1, avoid using contractions. Number 2, avoid using substandard English. Number 3, avoid using spoken phrases. So if you follow these instructions, you can definitely come a long way. While closing your report or while proceeding to the close of your report, end of your report, you only always write reported by. Reported by, it can go either in the bottom right hand corner, reported by, or it can go in the bottom left hand corner, reported by. Reported by must be followed by your name. Suppose Uwais Khan. Reported by Uwais Khan. That's it. Your report is ready. So this is the format of report writing. Usually students have been pursuing report writing very ardently, and thinking that report writing is a big thing to do, thinking that report writing is nearly impossible to do. This type of conception, this type of fallacy, this type of mindset must change. Today, my lesson is all about report writing, but make sure your report writing is comprised of document tone, formal register, that is written English, and it is free from number one, contractions, number two, substandard English, wrong vocabulary, inappropriate vocabulary, substandard English is inappropriate vocabulary, last but not the least, spoken phrases. That's all. The examiner is all willing to award you maximum marks. Thank you very much.